Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Jordan. This offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Spillman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Spillman. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Norris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wide open downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it along the sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off to the races. Touchdown, Cardinals! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab. On the move in the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The corners are walked up tight. The RPO, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Looking for a gap. It's Norris. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll leave it with him. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Finds his man. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Snagged out of the air. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Hold it. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fights off the defender. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's caught. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Cardinals are marching down the field.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pulls and fired complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Couldn't get any closer on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man across the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense in a bunch formation. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. All the way back to the 15. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Punt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off the RPO, complete. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
On the run, it's Norris. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He's brought down the 1 play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 25 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Bring in the heat. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right down the middle. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going for 6. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.